Good. 50 to 55. Right now, 12 to 14. Oh no. Oh no. Serenity's like, I got y'all beat. Ah! I'm getting 30.
That's 6.
6! Oh, BC's on his frog. Oh yeah, he brought the hopper. Cute. Oh, that's smart. That is smart. It is almost 5 p.m. And then we're going to start with some Wally.
It is 5 p.m.
Oh, you're right. It's 5 p.m. It's time to start with some Wally. Who here has seen Wally and who here absolutely loves his plant? Raise your hand. Me. I'm obsessed with it. I love it in the movie. I love it in Disney Dreamlight Valley. And if you're playing Palia, that game, they have a little boot just like that in that game. And it's, I guess, an homage to Wally. It's very cute. Precious. Well, I feel like we have very very familiar faces here, but if you're new to Storytime, welcome, welcome. I'm Miss Red. This is Annie Banny. And we read stories for Kiwi Lime Storytime. We read at the bog, we read here at Nuggets. And if you snuck out of somewhere to be here, we appreciate you taking time out of your activities to come and spend some time with us and relax and chat, get some stories in you. Today we're going to start with Disney Pixar's A Little Golden Book of Wally. Oh yeah. Annie, since your mic is up and going for the first time ever, please feel free to take it away.
Wally the robot was cleaning. He took big punches of trash. Oh, there's words on the other page. Maybe you should start.
Okay. I see it the same as you. It says Wally the robot was cleaning. He took big bunches of trash and compacted them into cubes that were small.
Ah, yes, I see now.
Yeah.
He liked to find fun things in the trash. Whoosh. He kept the fun things and cubed the rest. The best thing he found was a plant.
One day, a spaceship arrived, and dropped off another robot. Her name was Eve. She was sent to look for something special. It was a secret. Shh.
Wally had to make sure that Eve was friendly. At first, Eve did not seem friendly at all.
So Wally tried to follow Eve in secret. Sometimes he was not very quiet. Clang, clang, clang. But other times he was. Super stealth mode activate. Eventually, Wally and Eve became friends.
Ooh, look at all the fun stuff. Wally showed Eve the fun things he had collected. He was hoping to hold her hand, but Eve grabbed Wally's plant instead of his hand. So
Eve fell asleep for a very long time. Then her spaceship returned to take her away. Wally did not want her to go. Wally held on tight as the spaceship blasted into space. He loved Eve and would follow her anywhere.
soon Wally and Eve landed on a bigger ship. Wally kept following Eve. Wally hid. Wally met new bots. Wally rescued Eve. Still, Eve would not hold his hand. Aww.
Then a bad robot zapped Wally. He dumped Wally and Eve into the garbage bay. Wally gave Eve the plant, but now Eve did not want it for her job. She wanted it to help Wally.
the plant in the ship's hollow detector so that the ship could go back to Earth. Eve was happy to see Walle's home on Earth, but she was sad that he was hurt.
Walle needed Eve's help. This time she rescued him.
And at last, Walle taught Eve how to hold his hand. The end.
The end. Aww, that's precious.
That's adorable.
Look at him. Love that. Cutie patooties. That's such a feel good. It took me so long to see that movie. I'm shame for that. And
Shame on you.
On my list. I know.
Yeah.
I still need to see. What's that one with the big red panda? He kind of looks like Clifford, but he's not Clifford. Turning Red. Yes, I need to see that. I still haven't.
I love Red Panda.
Ariel.
And Sloth. The Little Mermaid.
Yes.
And Barbie movie.
So I haven't seen the Barbie movie? I need like a movie day, you guys. There's a new Peter Pan? What?
Oh, yes, there's a new one.
That I did not know. You learned of me something. On Disney? On the Disney Plus? What? I'm gonna have to look into that. Yeah! Well, now we're about to look through these pages for Serenity's name. She's thinking this book was written about her. Mm-hmm. Oui. My Little Troublemaker. And the back reads, at fairy school there is a best behaved fairy who never does anything mean and always does what is asked of her. One day Sabrina, another fairy in the class, starts to act very annoying, and that is when the best behaved fairy's little troublemaker shows up and starts to cause mischief. It is a humorous and recognizable story about a girl's first fight and the difficult choices we must sometimes make between being good and getting into trouble. It is good for little fairies aged 4 and up, but if you're younger than 4, it's going to be okay. We got room to grow into this knowledge, right? That's how I sees it. I'm just a baby! I'm not, but I want to scream it too. I'm just a baby.
Just babies.
Just a baby. At fairy school, I am never mean, and I always do what is asked of me. Honestly, the teachers and the other fairies say that I am the best behaved fairy in the whole school, and I am. I am.
Sabrina, a fairy in my class, is being really annoying today. She's making fun of me and telling everyone her dress is prettier than mine. Why is she being so mean?
I am having a hard time being nice to Sabrina, and when we are in line for lunch, I feel like spilling soup all over her amazing dress. Oh, I want to do that so bad. But, again, I'm far too well behaved to do something like that to anyone.
Suddenly, a tiny little fairy starts floating next to me. She looks like me. We're 2 peas in a pod.
I don't know where she's from, but all of a sudden, that little fairy makes picks my hand up, makes me pick up the bowl of soup, and throw it right at Sabrina and her oh-so-fabulous dress.
Splash! Oh no! There's an enormous red as a tomato stain spreading on Sabrina's dress.
What is going on here? The kitchen fairy asked me. I didn't mean to do it. Wasn't me. No, I cried, looking around for that little fairy. She seemed to have, poof, vanished. No matter how many times I said it wasn't me who did it, nobody believed me.
For the first time in my life, I'm being punished. The teachers make me wash all the dirty lunch dishes without a magic wand. After I've washed and dried a few plates and glasses, I've had enough if only. I had enough. If only the dishes would fall and break into millions of pieces, then I wouldn't have to do dishes anymore.
All of the sudden, the little fairy reappears, and before I can stop her, she pushes over that pile of dirty dishes. Crack! Shatter!
Oh no! Who are you? I cried. Why did you do that? I am your little troublemaker, the fairy replies. I did it because you wanted to.
My little troublemaker? That's impossible. I never do anything wrong. I need to get rid of this troublesome little fairy, and fast. I hid her in a delivery box I found in the kitchen and hurry upstairs to my room. I hope nobody finds out about my secret.
Once safely in my room, I released the little fairy. Now please tell me what you're doing. What do you mean you're my little troublemaker? Well, deep in your heart, you would like to do some mean things sometimes, but you don't dare to do. So, your little troublemaker does those things for you, you see.
Before I can say anything else, Sabrina bursts into my room. I just know it was you who smashed those dirty dishes, she says with a mean laugh. And that is what I have told the kitchen fairy.
Oh, how mean Sabrina is. I feel like turning her into a lizard.
Just then, my little troublemaker grasps my magic wand and poof! Turns Sabrina into a wriggly green lizard. Gurgle, hiss, says Sabrina.
This has to stop. I have to confess everything to the fairy principal. In the fairy principal's office, I explained to her that I'm being followed by a strange little fairy who's making me do things I don't want to do. What does that little fairy look like? The principal asked. She says she looks like me, but in a miniature. Ah, yes, the fairy principal says, with a smile. You have met your little troublemaker, haven't you?
Yes, but I don't want a little troublemaker. I plopped down in a chair into her office. I need her to go away. Oh, child, the principal says kindly. Everyone has their own little troublemaker. There's nothing wrong with that because they can sometimes help us, expressing our feelings and such. We just have to be very careful about how and when we ask them to help us. But, I mean, do you have your own little troublemaker too, Fairy Principal?
Yes, I do. Everyone, children and adults have them. And suddenly, I see a little fairy floating next to the fairy principal. They look exactly alike, 2 peas in a pod.
From now on, I try to be the best behaved fairy who isn't mean and does what I'm asked to do. But every now and then, when she's really annoying me, I turn Sabrina into a lizard, a frog, or a bat, just for a short little while. I can't help it. It's not me who's transforming her. It's my little troublemaker.
Yay!
The end. That was cute. Are you sure that was about you, Serenity? Yay! Welcome in, everybody.
Serenity.
Rabbit. Rabbit. I don't know. I don't recall you. I mean, you did have magic class. It's possible you knew several spells to change people into frogs and bats and rats and kitty cats. I don't know. Oh my goodness, even trees too? Wow, my goodness. Welcome in to everybody that just came on in. You're here with us, me, Miss Red, Annie, right here to my right. Yeah, that's
Yes.
my right. Y'all's left, my right. Yep. And we are with Kiwi Lime Storytime. Hey, look, sometimes, what is that? Dyslexia, everything's backwards and everything's frontwards. And earlier, ketchup and custard were the same thing. Mustard and ketchup. Somebody can quote me. It was Serenity, I'm sure. We were out here thinking up new words and terminologies for food. We're trying to figure out Halloween costumes, okay? And you guys know what I'm talking about. Tiptoes had come out with, I think it was ketchup and mustard costumes, and I was trying to say that, but it came out custard. I don't know. We are ready for Halloween. I can't wait to read Halloween-themed stories. And I'm not talking like scary, spooky stories. We could do that for like the older kids, for sure. But like, I just can't, I'm excited. Like, we gotta dress up, sit around the fireplace, get our little brooms and stuff. It's gonna be exciting. I'm excited. Yeah. Welcome in, Oakley. All right. Up next, we're going to read some Finding Nemo. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, Annie. Go on now.
Now, most of you who are reading this book probably live above the sea, but others live underwater. Nemo and his father, Marlin, lived underwater. They were clownfish. Because they were clownfish, they were small, but other fish were big. Marlin was scared of the big fish, so he always kept Nemo close to him, tucked safely inside their little home.
But today was Nemo's first day of school. He was very excited. On the way there, he saw a spotted fish. He saw an angry fish. He saw a striped fish and a happy fish.
Mr. Ray, the science teacher, took Nemo's class on a field trip. Nemo and his friends sneaked away and swam to the really deep water. Marlin chased after Nemo and scolded him. Nemo was angry that his father had embarrassed him in front of his new friends. So he swam and swam and swam, way up to the surface of the ocean until he touched a boat.
Ooh, he touched a boat?
Uh-huh.
Then Nemo got caught. Daddy! Nemo cried. Nemo! Cried Marlin. Nemo was taken away in the boat. Marlin tried to save his son, but the boat sped away so fast it soon disappeared. Nemo was gone, and Marlin would not give up. The only thing on his mind now was finding Nemo.
Looking for help, Marlin swam into all sorts of fish. They pushed him and shoved him. They bumped into him. Soon Marlin was knocked aside. One friendly fish named Dory swam down to see if Marlin was okay. She was a little bit silly, and she couldn't remember very much, but she was very happy to help Marlin.
Looking for help, Marlin swam into all sorts of fish. They pushed him and shoved him. They bumped into him. Soon Marlin was knocked aside. One friendly fish named Dory swam down to see if Marlin was okay. She was a little bit silly, and she couldn't remember very much, but she was happy to help Marlin.
I didn't know it was muted. I'm sorry. Together, Dory and Marlin met a shark. Marlin was scared, but Dory thought it was very nice of the shark to invite them to a party. The party was for sharks who were trying to not eat fish. Luckily, they did not eat Marlin and Dory.
Marlin kept searching for Nemo. He and Dory found a scuba mask that belonged to the diver who had taken Nemo. They swam down into a very deep, dark place to get it. Then they saw a light. The light was attached to a mean anglerfish, but it helped Dory read an address written on the mask. Come on, all, we know this address. When the two friends swam away before the anglerfish could eat them, now Marlin knew where to find Nemo. 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney! Dory was so excited that she repeated this address over and over and over. 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. 42 Nemo. 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Next, Marlin and Dory met some moonfish. The moonfish made very funny shapes. They pointed towards 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Some friendly turtles gave Marlin and Dory a ride. Marlin told the story of his search for Nemo, and the news spread across the ocean.
Even Nemo heard about it at 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. He was very excited. He wanted to escape from the fish tank where he was trapped. Nemo's new friends were excited too. The little clownfish was bursting with pride. He had the bravest dad in the sea.
Then a whale swallowed Marlin and Dory. Dory told Marlin he didn't need to worry, and that she was right. The whale took them as close as he could to get to 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. In fact, he took them all the way to Sydney Harbor. At last, the pelican named Nigel helped Marlin and Dory go straight to 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. But it was too late. A little girl had grabbed Nemo. Marlin couldn't save him. Oh,
Marlin
no.
was sad. He thought he would never see his son again. But Nemo had escaped. Dory found him. Father and son were overjoyed.
And when they finally returned home, both Nemo and Marlin were heroes.
Woohoo! The end of the Finding Nemo. Thank gosh, because that was stressful. I forgot they helped them by carrying them in their mouth for a little bit there. I was like, he ate him? Oh, never mind. He's just helping a friend out. That's just mouth transportation, I guess. It's a fish's way, the pelican's way. But the 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney reminds me of what we were talking about the other day about, what was that? The competitions where you had to do tongue twisters, and if anybody here knows a tongue twister and is good at tongue twisters, we were talking about how much woodchuck could a woodchuck could, or like Mary sold seashells at the seashore by the, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Okay, whoa, that was really good. I don't think I could do that.
I don't either.
I'm impressed. I feel like we've just unlocked a hidden talent. Has just been holding back there for so long.
You're so talented.
That was really good. Do you know any others? Oh my gosh. We're going to need those as gestures. So write it down now. Just get your little notepad out.
Hey, meow. Yes.
That's amazing. I love that. And here I thought my woodchuck was pretty fast. I don't think I could top that, really, honestly. Oh my gosh. Okay, Annie. It's your turn to read your solo book.
Oh no.
I know.
With no pictures. The book, but no pictures by BJ Novak. This is a book with no pictures. It might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures, huh? It probably seems boring and serious, except Here's how the book works. Everything the words say, the person reading the book has to say. No matter what. That's the deal. That's the rule. So that means even if the words say blork, wait, what? That doesn't even mean anything. Blurf, wait a second, what? This isn't the kind of book I wanted to read, and I have to say every word the book says? Uh-oh. I'm a monkey who taught myself to read. Hey, I'm not a monkey. And reading, now I am reading this book with my monkey mouth and my monkey voice. That's not true, I'm not a monkey. Yes, I am a monkey. Also, I'm a robot monkey. What? And my head is made of blueberry pizza. Wait a second. Is this the whole book a trick? Can I stop reading, please?
Yes.
No. What? And now it's time for me to sing you my favorite song. A song? Do I really have to sing it? Glug, 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 my face is a bug. I eat ants for breakfast right off the rug. What? This book is ridiculous. Can I stop reading yet? No. Oh my god. There are more pages. I have to read the rest. My only friend in the whole wide world is a hippo named Boo Boo Butt. Boo Boo Butt? And also the kid I'm reading this book to is the best in the history. The best kid ever in the entire history of the world. And this kid is the smartest kid too. Because this kid chose the book even though it had no pictures. Because kids know this book makes grown-ups have to say silly things. And make silly sounds like, oh no, here it comes. Clerk, gawk, walk, a gump, a do, I, brew, brew, brew. Ooh, blackety, blackety, gibbly, gobbly, gobbly, gibbly. Eee, badoogie face. Oh my goodness. Please don't ever make me read this book again. It is so silly. In fact, this is completely and utterly preposterous. Next time, please, please, please choose a book with pictures. Please, because this is just too ridiculous to read. The end. Bonk. I didn't want to say that.
You did a great job. That was awesome. I loved it. That was great.
I think Spice has copies, right?
Yes, I got my book from Spice, so I can tell her that you would like one.
Hear me read it.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. We're recording for YouTube.
Right.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No.
It will be immortalized on the YouTube channel. Oh yes. Yes, I agree with Jay. You did a really good job. That is not an easy book to read.
It was not.
Reminds me of the one Miss Cloudy read at Christmas time. That was like
the sock monkey.
Yes, the fox on socks on socks on fox on rock. Yes.
Yeah, she
it reminds me of
that. I can't move, and I was like, oh my god.
And I think that's a lot harder to read for sure.
Oh yeah, I'd be stumbling.
I would be stumbling. Well, don't forget to pick up your golden nuggets. We only had 4 books today instead of our usual 5 because we know a lot of you have left camp to be here. We want to make sure you guys can get back in time for your next event. And we appreciate you all being here with us today and taking some time out to relax and hear some stories. You're welcome. There's 2 golden nuggets. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. Thank you so much. And we're going to be at the party at 6 p.m. for Camp Bubble. So if anybody wants to hang out there, feel free to dance with us. Absolutely
Save it up for
welcome.
special stuffs.
You're welcome. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Killy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome for the nuggets.
Yeah, thank you for the nuggies.
Oh, yeah. And if you ever want to read other stories that we have our YouTube channel. You can always watch previous story times there. And let me see. We're reading again the end of this month at Little Goslings, I want to say. You're welcome, BC. Yeah. And then we will release our September calendar in a couple days. We don't want to confuse nobody, but we already got it scheduled.
Yep. And if you guys ever want to invite us to read anywhere, just let us know.
Yeah.
Also, book recommendations really help. So if you want to hear anything, let us know.
Agreed. We are looking and taking book recommendations. We would love to know what you guys would like to hear, and we will definitely get them. Got a library card. I get it. Don't forget your nuggets before you go. Poof!
Thank you.
You're welcome.